children, how are you? I hope everyone safe in your home. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Today we are going to see fourth science lesson number 1 food. Okay children, everyone daily eat food. Yes or no? Okay, what we get food? If you eat the food, you get the energy. Yes? Yes. And many nutritions also present in the food. Without food, we can't live. So, food is very essential for our daily life. Now, we are going to see the lesson food. Introduction. Food is one of the basic needs of life. We get energy for all our activities from food. Food is one of our basic needs of life. We get energy from the food. Okay, next. Food obtained from the nature provides all nutritions to our body. If you eat the food means you get all the nutritions to our body. But seeing this advertisement, we are attracted towards junk food. In your TV, you see many advertisement. No, junk food advertisements. What are that? AP noodles, Lays, like that. Junk foods are no. If you see the advertisements, you are also interested to eat that junk foods. So don't eat the junk foods. The junk foods are very bad for your health. So don't eat the junk foods. In this lesson, we will study about food items that are good for our health. In this lesson, we are seeing the food items that are good for our health, cooking methods, and the importance of not wasting the food. Which food and all good for your health, and then cooking methods and the importance of wasting food. These and all we see one by one now. First one is the food. Raw food. First one is what? Raw food. In our daily life, we depend on plants and animals for our food. Okay, daily life we depend on plants and animals for the food. What are the animals food? Egg, milk, meat, chicken. These and all we get the food from animals. So we depend on the plants and animals for our food. Some can be eaten raw. What is the meaning of raw? Food that we eat directly without cooking is called raw food. The food that we eat directly without cooking food is called as the raw food. So sometimes we eat the raw food, sometimes we eat the cooked food. Okay, but most of them needed to be cooked. So most time we eat the food only, cooking food only. Let's see what food can be eaten raw and which one needs cooking. First one is the raw food. Already I said raw food means what food? Uncooked food. Yes. Food that we eat directly without cooking is called raw food. Food that we eat directly without cooking is called raw food. We eat fruits, some vegetables, tubers and nut. No, these are not raw form. Yes, fruits we eat in the raw form only. Vegetables sometimes you eat carrot in raw form. And tubers means what is that? What is that? Sweet potato, like that potatoes having, no. So that also you eat in the raw form only. And nuts, cashew nuts, almond, these and all you eat raw form. So some pulses and cereals also eaten raw food. All raw food must be washed with clean water. If you eat the raw food means before that you wash the food cleanly and then you eat. Some of the raw food items are given below. Here see the next is the cooked food. We cannot eat all the food items in raw form. Food that needs to be processed using heat before it can be eaten is called cooked food. Yes, before we take the food, we should cook the food properly and then eat. This is known as the process of cooked food. Next, which food does not spoil? Yes, honey. Honey is the only food that does not spoil. Okay, next one. Why should we cook food? If we cook the food, it will easily digest. Next point, cooking helps to soften the food materials. Cooking helps to kill the germs. Many germs are present in the vegetables now. So if you cook the vegetables means that the bacteria will destroy. Cooking adds taste and flavor to food. If you cook the food means it will give the taste and flavor to food. Again I tell, cooked food means we cannot eat all the food items in raw form. Food that needs to be processed using heat before it can be eaten is called cooked food. Children, today class over. Tomorrow we see the commonly used cooking methods. Okay? Thank you, children. Children, yesterday we see raw food and cooked food. Today we are going to see some of the commonly used cooking methods. Okay? Some of the commonly used cooking methods are given below. Some of the commonly used cooking methods are given below. We have the following methods of cooking. The first one is the boiling. The first one is the boiling. Wait. See the first one is the boiling. First one is the boiling. It is the method of cooking food immersing in a boiling water so that food becomes soft. Example, rice, egg. Yes, it is the method of cooking food but immersing in the boiling water. The food can be cooked by boiling in the water for some times. So it is called a boiling. That food, what and all? Rice, egg, this and all, we immerse the water for some time. Eggs can also be cooked for boiling them. Next one is the steaming. Next one is the steaming. It is the method of cooking food. In steaming, immerse the vessel in a container with a boiled water. It is immerse the vessel in a container with the boiling water. For example, idli, idiyappam. In this case, cooking is done by the steam. Yes or no? Yes. In this case, the cooking is done by the steam obtained by boiling water. A deep vessel can be used for this type of cooking. The deep vessel can be used for this type of cooking. Next. The next one is the pressure cooking. Everybody having pressure cooker in your home, no? Yes. Did you see that? Okay. Pressure cooking. It is the method of cooking food in a pressure cooker. If you cook the food in pressure cook means it is very easily saving the time also. For example, rice, dal and all, you cook in the pressure cooker means the time must be saved. Okay. The next one is the roasting. The next one is what? Roasting. The next one is roasting. It is the method of cooking food by heating on a tawa or frying pan without covering it. The food is heating on the tawa or frying pan without covering it. For example, what and all? Groundnuts, cashew nuts, these and all roasting method. The last one is the frying. It is the method of cooking food in hot oil. Example, chips, puri. Yes, many of us must have enjoyed foods like chips, puri, no? Yes, they are prepared by frying their integrants in hot oil. So, these are the cooking methods. We see cooking methods. See this. Moist heat. What is the first one? Moist heat. Moist heat undercoming boiling, steaming, pressure cooking. Okay. Next one, dry heat. Dry heat coming roasting, baking, frying. Next, other methods of cooking: microwave cooking and solar cooking. So again I tell cooking methods. Which are methods and all following the cooking? Moist heat, boiling, steaming, pressure cooking. Dry heat, roasting, baking and frying. And the other methods are following microwave cooking, solar cooking. Thank you children. Today class over. Please note down the important points. Tomorrow I ask the questions. So please note down the points carefully. Okay children, thank you. Good morning children. Last class we see some of the commonly used cooking methods. Now we are going to see cooking habits. Okay. First one. Wash your hands with the soap before cooking. Wash your hands with the soap before cooking. Yes, whenever you start cooking, first wash your hands with the soap. Next, wash vegetables and fruits before cutting. Yes, before cut the vegetables and fruits, you must wash properly. Next point. Wash cooking vessels and knives. At the same time, wash cooking vessels and knife also. Next fourth point. Don't cook food for a long time because it destroys the nutrients present in the food. Don't cook food for long time because it destroys the what? Nutrients present in the food. So don't cook long time. Next point. Don't use the same oil for cooking food many times. So this point telling don't use the oil again and again. Next point. Use the food items after the expiry date is not good for health. So this point told check the expiry date before you open the food items. Expired food items are not good for your health. So don't use the expired food items. So again I read out cooking habits. Wash your hands with soap before cooking. Wash vegetables and fruits before cutting. Wash cooking vessels and knives. Don't cook food for a long time because it destroys the nutrients present in the food. Next point, don't use the same oil for cooking food many times. Using the food items after the expiry date is not good for health. Are you clear children? Yes. Next one is the cooking utensils. Cooking utensils. Utensils are in different shape and size. What is the meaning of utensils? Utensils means vessels. So now we are seeing the cooking vessels. Okay. In your home, many utensils are there. Each and every utensils are different shapes and size. We use specific utensils for each cooking method. Yeah, each cooking method we use specific utensils. For example, if you make dosa, you use what utensils? Tawa, dosa tawa. Yes or no? So each cooking method we use different type of utensils. Next point. Clay pots were used earlier. In olden days, people used what cooking utensils? Clay pots. But nowadays, people are using stainless steel and aluminum vessels are now generally used for cooking. Again, I repeat this one. Cooking utensils. Utensils are in different shape and size. We use specific utensils for each cooking method. Clay pots were used earlier. Earlier days, we used the cooking for clay pots. Nowadays, we are using what vessels? Stainless steel and aluminum vessels generally used for cooking. Next one, cooking in clay pot. Do you know the clay pots and their benefits? Okay, now we see briefly. Okay, clay pots are well suited for all types of cooking. Yes, clay pots are suitable for all types of cooking. Cooking in clay pots improve the quality and taste of food and also retains the nutrition. If you cook in the clay pots, it improves the quality and taste of food and also the same time stores all the nutritions while we cook in the clay pot. The natural insulation properties of clay cause heat and moisture to balance and circulate throughout the pot and keep the nutritions unharmed and prevent the dish from burning. Naturally, we get the heat due to the clay pot and it also circulate the heat inside the pot. So, the nutritions will not be wasted when you cook in the clay pot. Are you clear, children? Yes. Next, benefits of clay pot cooking. Benefits of clay pot cooking. First point is easy to digest. If you cook in the clay pot, the food will be easily digested. Next point, preserve the nutritions. It preserves the nutritions. Next, needs less oil for cooking. While we cooking in the clay pot, it needs less oil. Adds flavor to the dish. Next point is what? Adds flavor to the dish. It adds the flavor to the dish. Keep the food warm for a long time. If you cook in the clay pot, the food will keeps warm for a long time. Next, keep the food from becoming stale soon. What is the meaning of stale? கெட்டு போகாமல் இருக்கிறது. Clay pots warm the food longer from the other pots. Clay pots warm the food longer from other pots and clay pots keep the food fresh. Always clay pot keep the food fresh. Okay. Next, alkaline property in the pot neutralize the acidic property in the food. Naturally, the pot having alkaline property so that it neutralizes the acidic property in the food. So again we recap the benefits of clay pot cooking. First point is easy to digest. The next one is preserve the nutritions. Needs less oil for cooking. Add flavor to the dish. Keep the food warm for a long time. Keep the food from becoming stale soon. Alkaline property in the pot neutralize the acidic property in the food. Next, sit down. Do you know? Solar cooker. It is the appliance which is used to cook food using sunlight. It saves fuel and reduces air pollution. Solar cooker helps to reduce our fuel cost and air pollution also. We cook the food for using sunlight, so it is called as solar cooker. Are you clear, children? Okay, children, today class over. Good afternoon, children. Last class we saw raw food, cooked food, some commonly used cooking methods, cooking utensils, and then cooking in clay pot. Yes? Yeah. Today we are going to discuss about the mealtime hygiene. Mealtime hygiene. Look at these pictures given below. See the two pictures. See this and see this also. One grandma is sitting and kept the food items down. Yes or no? Yes. This is good for health. This food and all uncovered foods. This food is good for health? No. See this grandma. This grandma kept the covered food items. Yes. So it is good for health. Now, mealtime hygiene. Mealtime hygiene includes way to make sure that we do not get sick because the way we eat or make food. Yeah. Now I am explaining how to make the make and eat the food hygiene. Okay, some of the hygienic ways of taking food are given below. See down, some points are given. How to hygienic ways of taking food, the some points are given down. First, see the first point. Always cover food to protect them from dust and insects. This is the 5 points. First point, always cover food to protect them from dust and insects. Yeah, always cover food to protect them from dust and insects. Next point, eat fresh food always. Eat fresh food always. Always you should eat the fresh food items. Next, third point, avoid taking food that is too cold or too hot. Avoid the cold and hot food items. Okay. Next, fourth point. Avoid fast food and fried foods. Avoid the fast food items. Which are the fast food items? Fried rice, noodles, like that fast food items also you want to avoid, and fried foods, chips items also you want to avoid. Always wash your hands with soap before and after eating. Before and after eating, you should wash your hands properly. Okay, this is the mealtime hygiene. See the down picture. Healthy foods. These and all healthy food items. These and all what? Healthy food items. These and all unhealthy food items. These food items contains unhealthy items. This is a healthy foods. Okay, children? Yeah. Next one, food during illness. Food during illness. When you are sick, what kind of food your mother serves you? When you are sick, what kind of food your mother serves you? Yes, when we sick, we should avoid the oil food items. Yes or no? Yes, when we are sick, we should avoid the oil food items. We should take energy giving, easily digestible food. Yes or no? Yeah. Some of them are given below. First, see porridge of rice and cereals. Porridge of rice and cereals. The first point is porridge of rice or cereals. What is mean by porridge? Kanji sadam. Kanji sadam udam cereal சாப்பிடுவீங்க. Yes. So porridge of rice or cereals. Cereals means தானியங்கள். You should take during illness time porridge of rice or cereals. Next, fruit juice, tender coconut. Steamed foods like idli. These are the food items you want to take during the illness time. Okay, children? Okay, children, today class over. Take your notes then and then. Tomorrow we go for next new chapter. Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to see the food wastage. Okay. We should not waste food. First, we should not waste food. Food that is not eaten is called leftover food. Which food we call as leftover food? For example, children, if you take 2 dosa in your breakfast, okay, but you ate only 1 dosa, the remaining dosa you kept in a plate, no? So that is called as the leftover food. Leftover food. That is discarded as waste. Discarded means what? To throw something away, because that is not useful, no? So we call as waste things. Following are the simple ways to avoid food wastage. These are the simple ways to avoid food wastage. First one. Now I am telling how to reduce the food wastage. Children, please listen carefully. Take what you will eat and eat what you take. First point, take what you can eat. If you cannot eat the food fully, please share the excess food. Don't throw the food. And the next point is what? Share the excess food. If you not eat the food completely means you should not throw it. Share the excess food. Okay. Give the excess food to hungry animals. You can feed the excess food for animal also. You can feed the excess food for animal also. Once again, children, simple ways of avoid food wastage. First point is take what you will eat and eat what you take. Second point, share the excess food. Give the excess food to hungry animals. Okay, children? Okay. Next one is the food preservation. We can preserve the food for long time by using these following methods. We using these methods to preserve the food for longer time. Okay. First one is the pickling. First one is what? Pickling. See the first one. Pickling. Mixing fruit and vegetables with oil and salt we call as pickling. Mixing the fruits and vegetables with oil and salt we call as pickling. For example, what? Pickle. Do you eat pickle? Yeah, okay. So, pickle is the example for the pickling. Okay. Next one. Next one is the refrigerating. Next one is what? Refrigerating. Keeping food in the refrigerator to preserve them for a short time. What is the meaning of refrigerator? Fridge. Keeping food in the fridge to preserve them for a short time. Short time you preserve the food in the fridge, so we call as refrigerating. Okay. Example, fruits and vegetables. Okay. Next one. Drying. Next one is what? Drying. Removing the water content of the food. You should remove the water content of the food. We call as drying. Example, fish, red chilies. Example what? Fish and red chilies. Next. Next one is the canning. Next one is what? Canning. Storing foods in airtight containers. In your home having airtight containers. Yes. You store the food in the airtight containers we call as canning. For example, jam. Children, all of you like jam, no? So, store food in air-tight containers called as what? Canning. Okay. And the last one, World Hunger Day is May 28. May 28, we are celebrating the World Hunger Day.